What is up, ladies and gentlemen? KevGred is back, and today I have a new video, and it's October, and you know what that means? It's Halloween time. So I figured, let's take a look at some Halloween games that are on the iiRcade. The iiRcade has a lot of Halloween-themed games. So in this particular video, I just want to take a look at which loves bullets. It's a very simplistic scrolling shooter where you play as, what else? A witch, riding your broom across 4 stages to get to the end of the game. Your main weapons are projectiles that come out of your, looks like, hands, and bubbles. That's right, we shoot bubbles. The A button shoots projectiles, the B button shoots green buttons, as you see here. And the main objective is to basically shoot everything on screen to get your multiplier up, which is in the top right corner. If you get the multiplier up, that will increase your score. And the highest score is what you want to achieve. This game is $4.99 in the iiRcade store, and it has leaderboards, which makes this game an awesome value proposition if you just want to kick back and chase some scorers. So you see there's a lot of Halloween themed enemies here. We got your bats, we got your ghosts. There are power-ups in this game. There's one right there, the S. So that is a spread gun that your bullets will now fly in 3 different areas, top, middle, and low. And now you can just quickly shoot them. And here we go. Stage 1 boss. What else? A giant ghost, everybody. So this pattern is basically he'll bob up and down, shoot some bullets at you, and then go stationary, and then you just shoot him. And there are waves of ghosts that he summons. But it's pretty easy. Just sit right in the middle. Spam that A button. You could also go on top of him when he's doing this form and just spam bubbles and then go back to the middle position when he starts shooting. The life force bar at the bottom is the enemy's life. It's light blue, and so as you shoot, you see that it goes down. Pretty easy to see where you're at. And there you go. Stage 1 is clear. And now we're on the stage 2. And this stage is basically another side-scrolling stage with more enemies. And if you noticed at the bottom there, your bubbles can travel along the water that's there, and that's very important because you need those bubbles to catch the enemies as they come up, because that's the only way to get your multiplier up, and that's the only way to get on those leaderboards. And if you notice there, we have some Flappy Birds crashing into the waters. They bounce, but if you bubble them, they will land directly on the bubble. And there's my spread weapon, and there's also a P. So the P is for, I assume, power shot, and that basically takes your regular shot and makes it real thick, which means less shots to kill the enemies. Here comes our good old ghosts back into the fray. You have to avoid those tree stumps right there as they come down. And there's the Flappy Birds. Just keep bubbling away. I figured I was going to do a quick video to showcase this one. But after playing it through, it was only 12 minutes or so. So I was like, you know what? Let's show the playthrough. So even if you don't want to buy this game, you get to see how this game ends. It's only 10 minutes or so, and we're already pretty much near the end of stage 2. So what other Halloween games are you looking forward to play this season on the iiRcade? Is there anything you want me to showcase? I have a handful of games that I want to show off for Halloween. And just to show how many cool different games for Halloween the iiRcade has to offer. And here we go. Stage 2 boss. And it's a pirate ship. Not real Halloween themed on this one. I don't understand how this fits in, but you know what? We don't ask questions here. We just blast away. So he basically sits and rides the wave up and down. And what you have to do here is just avoid his bullets. And you see there I got hit. This game offers 4 difficulty modes: casual, normal, hard, and hardest. And each of the modes, the difference comes into play with lives. The hardest mode is 1 hit and you're dead. And there you go. Stage 2 is clear. We are officially halfway through the game. So let's get this stage 3 out of the way. So now it looks like we have a lava stage. And what you want to do, just like the other 2, bomb away, blast away, avoid projectiles. And in this particular stage, they added some fireballs here that you have to avoid. Not too tricky. Again, this is not a bullet hell shooter. This is a casual side scroller for $5. And of course, this is not a Retromania Wrestling or a Mayhem Brawl or a Dead Cells. It's not meant to be that. It's a simple $4.99 Halloween themed shooter, and it's not for everybody. That's why if it's not for you, you can at least see the game in its entirety and see how it ends. But if it is for you, pick it up and let's get on those leaderboards. When it first came out, T100 and I were going back and forth for the #1 spot. He's a very, very good player, along with Corrupt Neuron and the rest of the iiRcade crew, Papa Brad, Brooklyn Menace. Big shout out to the iiRcadians. So if you think you're good enough to join the leaderboards, let's go. It's only $5. So here's some bubbles. Some new enemies are on this board. And you basically just want to continue the trend of avoid and shoot. This is a little tricky. You get multiple fireballs, but nothing anybody can't avoid. You just want to keep going, keep shooting. There's your standard bats. And we will be coming to the boss battle. And what do we have here? We have a giant frog. That's right. We now have a frog that's trying to take us down. I guess a frog is Halloween themed. Could be. And so this frog basically just bounces around, shoots his bullets, just like the pirate ship did. But he's shooting his up towards you instead of left to right like the pirate ship. But if you just spam those bubbles, avoid those fireballs, you'll be in good shape to take this boss down. In fact, I think this is the easiest boss in the game, and you've just seen how quickly it was to take him down. And now let's get on it. We're on our final stage, and we're up in the sky. We're flying around. Look at that little witch. New enemy there. Not sure why that witch is so small. But we don't ask questions. We just keep going. We just keep shooting. And same enemies as the second board. You just want to spam them up. If you get good enough at this game, which is very easy to, you could 100% kill all the enemies on the first 2 stages. The last 2 stages get a little tricky, and in this stage, it's very hard to get 100% because of the enemy placement and the clouds that separate you because you can't touch the clouds, so you have to go around them. So my goal on this stage is just to basically shoot, get as many enemies as possible. See, I missed there. I should have been bombing, so I would have got some of those bottoms, because let me tell you, one enemy can make all the difference between 5th place and 3rd place in this game. It's very, very methodical on how you get higher on these leaderboards. So snakes is a new introduction, flying snakes. And in those, you just want to bomb and hit as much of their body as possible. See, I didn't do a good job there. I let 2 of them get by. I only hit some of the middle one. Now we're back to our bubbling shooters here. And I don't know why. It's games like this, simple mechanics. You know, you can trash these games all you want, but taking 10 minutes out of your day and playing something cool like this and just get a quick score chaser, nothing wrong with that in my eyes. All right, let's see what we got here. We are heading towards, and there it is, the last boss. It looks like a witch. How fitting that the last level boss is a witch. And in this form, there I go, I just died. And in this form, she has 3 forms. That's the 3rd form, or the 2nd form. Here's the 3rd form where she sits there and just shoots bullets, and you basically just spam the A button, get in the middle, and just bob and weave. And So here's the first form where she's just going to throw fireballs at you. And then the second form, she's going to move around the screen. So you just need to just bob and weave. Watch out for that snake because he will get you. There's another one. And then here's the third form. So you want to just go back, bob and weave. There's the second form again. And you just rinse and repeat this. This is the longest boss in the game just because it's hard to get hits in on the two forms. It's the third form of the boss that you really do most of your damage. So that's why you just have to be patient. And for the most part, just avoid the bullets. Try not to get too much damage. And you see there I got greedy and I got killed. See, this is the form where you're just spamming away. In this form here, you need to just dodge, bob and weave. It's very hard sometimes to time those to get in between those fireballs. This one's pretty easy to avoid. And then you just bomb her with the bubbles. And then when she comes back to this, spam, spam, A. And that should be it. You should take her down. Oh yeah, stage 4 is done. There it is. Uh-oh. Did we break a spell? Was that under a spell and now we're friends again? Riding off into the sunset? I don't know. You be the judge. There we go. Congratulations, everybody who sat through this. Let's just look at the leaderboards, and then we'll wrap this up. Hope everybody enjoyed this one. This is just the first video of the iiRcade Halloween season. I'll be making some more as the days go by. So there's my score, 19,194 and 4 deaths. Congratulations once again. All right, so let's go check out those leaderboards once I get to put my name on the high score list. All right, so there says incorrect data there. These used to be populated, but I think when iiRcade went to their actual leaderboards, the scores went over to there. So what you have to do is just log out. And then go in, hit the Z button, and there you go. And so there you go. T1000 is number 1. I am number 6. Corrupt Neuron is number 5. So I got to get my game up. I'll see everybody when I do the next iiRcade Halloween showcase. Talk to you all later.